Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. Now in this video, I do want to go over the role of the bounty hunter just in case you guys are wanting to either get into this role and you haven't purchased it yet, or maybe you're just starting out, or maybe you want to learn a little bit more tips, tricks, and just whatnot with the bounty hunter role. Now I am currently a level 20 and it did take me basically a week to get there. So I wanted to make this video after I got there so I kind of got the feel for everything, and a lot of people have been asking me a lot of information, especially on my live stream, and even sending me comments and asking what is the best way to do the bounty hunter missions, because they are kind of weird. Now, they're extremely enjoyable, and I definitely recommend that you pick up this role, but I'm going to kind of just go over a few things before we actually get into the video itself. Now, there's a couple of things that you need to know. Obviously, to get the bounty hunter role, you do have to go to Rhodes, and that's at the sheriff's station there, and you're going to have to pay 15 gold bars in order to get that, unless you have Twitch Prime, and you get that one completely for free. Now, if you guys don't have the gold, you guys can check out my tutorial on the best ways to actually get gold in Red Dead Online, or maybe you can have somebody that already has the bounty hunter license, and you can help them because you'll also get that reward. Now, if you can find someone that's a level 10 or higher, you can actually get the best possible gold rewards. Obviously, once you get your license, you can go to any one of the bounty boards, and the bounty boards can be located pretty much all over the place, except for in Amberino. So you can find them in like Ansburg, Van Horn. You have one down in Saint Denis, Rhodes, pretty much all over the place. There's even a couple of the off shoots that you wouldn't think would have bounty boards that do, like Benedict Point down in New Austin, Wallace Station, and Emerald Ranch are a few examples of that. You just have to go to that board, and you're going to be given a list of bounties that you can bring in. Each board will be completely different. Now, I'm going to tell you that this is the only role that will actually generate gold from. So if you're looking at specifically only making gold, the only option for you is the bounty hunter role. Now, the amount of money that you make from and the amount of gold that you make from this is very dependent on a few different factors, and we'll get into that in just a second. However, the other thing that I want everybody to know is that it is also the role that's going to make the least amount of money and the least amount of XP. Anyway, anytime that you visit a bounty board, this is what it's going to kind of look like. Now, I do have access to the legendary one. I don't know what level you guys, if everybody has access to it. I was already like a level, I think 17 or whatnot when this actually came out on Tuesday morning, and by the end of that Tuesday night I was already a level 20, and it was because I had completed the legendary one a couple times. So you get a significant amount of XP if you do the legendary one, but it does take a little bit of time. The one thing that I also want everybody to know is that you will be using a lot of ammo. So when you guys get the option, when you first start, you're going to get the reward here, which is going to look like the $1 sign. So we're just going to refer to that as like a single reward, double reward. Then you also have a triple reward, but the legendary bounty is kind of over that. You get access to this from basically level 0 to 5. 5 to 10, and then 10 and above, you would get the triple reward. Now, just because it is a triple reward or double reward doesn't mean you're always going to make more money and gold from that, but there is that chance that you could. It's supposed to be better, and it's really hard to explain, but in a lot of my testing, I've had one rewards or single rewards be better than like triple rewards. I am just kind of throwing that out there because a lot of it is based on how much time they give you on the timer to bring in that bounty. Like, as an example, and I'm going to show you guys an example of what I mean here in a little bit, but if they give you 10 minutes to bring in a bounty on this one, on the double reward, but they give you 15 minutes on the single one, the one that actually gives you more time, and you're never going to know that until you actually get to that bounty, is actually going to pay you more. Now, the highest payout that I believe that I've ever had was either 0.32 or 0.36. I can't remember exactly what it was. And that was basically doing, I think it was either a double or maybe a triple reward. And I waited until the timer got all the way down to below 30 seconds and then turned in the bounty. So you can get decent amount of gold, but I also wasted 12 minutes just kind of sitting around waiting to turn them in. Now, the most effective way and best way to make money, gold, and XP from this is turning them in half the time frame. So if they give you 10 minutes, anything under 5 is going to be just fine. If you wait till that 30-second mark, you will get a little bit more, but it's not substantial, and it's not enough to waste another 4.5 minutes to get down there when you can go and start another bounty and work your way to get that 4.5 minutes into that new bounty to get more gold and XP. You typically only, at most, will get 0.08 gold extra for dropping it down to 30 seconds and maybe like $4 to $5. It's really not that much, and it's not worth it in my honest opinion. But it's completely up to you. I just wanted to give you that information. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're just going to go and do them, one of these, and you guys can kind of see what I mean by turning them in. And they can kind of range. Now, sometimes you have to go and search an area. Sometimes you have to go to an area and destroy a whole bunch of stuff before the target will get there. Sometimes you have to go there and wait for a target. It really just kind of depends. So we won't know what we're getting into until we actually get there. So let's go ahead and get this one started. Now, just taking a quick glance and look at the map, it does look like they are traveling. So more than likely, it's going to be a caravan. So they're going to be protected by a few other NPCs, which is perfectly fine. If you're with a posse, this will make it so much more rewarding for everybody and a lot easier, and everybody will actually get the same reward, which is absolutely amazing. It's the only one that you actually do get the same reward for everybody in the posse. Now, I definitely recommend that you do the bounty hunter with a posse. Obviously, recording a video isn't always the best and easiest way of doing it with a posse, but you guys can see what I mean by joining in on my live streams, because a lot of people do like doing the bounty hunter ones, because you know, you can make money, gold, and XP from doing it, and not everybody actually has to be there. So now you guys saw that my timer basically began at 10 minutes and 30 seconds. So basically anything under 5 minutes and 15 seconds is when I can actually turn in this bounty. So I'm going to grab out my Lancaster. That's one of my favorite weapons in the game. And I want to be careful about not shooting the, you know, the targets. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and rip off this guy, because I think it's this one right here. And there we go. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just jump off here. I'm actually going to start just shooting people. And you see how he's running away? So I want to be careful. I don't necessarily want to die either, but we just have to go and basically tackle him, or we can throw some bolas at him if you're high enough. And I'm going to get into some of those different things that you can actually do with your targets, which is pretty fun. So like I was talking about earlier, they do like to run away from you. So now that I got this guy hogtied with the reinforced lasso, which is one of the first things that you're actually going to want to pick up, and nobody actually even came after me, which is actually really surprising. So let's just grab this bounty, and now we basically have to wait till the 5 minute and 15 second, and it should give you the option of taking it to the closest sheriff station or prison wagon. At that point, you just have to wait till the time frame to drop them off, just so you guys know. But pick them up, please. But I do have a person coming after me right here, and of course that tree is gonna be right in my way. Oof. Do I need to clean these guns? There we go. Now, the one thing that I do recommend that you guys do if you get a whole bunch of people to be able to loot, especially if you are a collector, and I've made this comment in the collector role as well, that the bounty hunter role and the collector role actually go very, very good together. And what I mean by that is anybody that you can loot, go ahead and loot. If you don't want to just loot one person, then don't loot one person. But you do have the chance of actually getting a collectible. Wouldn't that be amazing if I actually got something from this guy? But you can get some of the collectibles from looting the people, and that will actually count towards the collector XP while you're doing the bounty hunter mission. So they actually do very much go hand in hand. Alright, so we are outside the sheriff's station here in Annesburg, and there's two ways that you can do this. You can either wait at the sheriff's station or prison wagon just outside of the yellow area. Don't enter that yellow area until you're ready to actually turn in your target. The other thing that you can do is you can actually just wander around anywhere, and you can actually wait for NPCs to come to you, and you can kill them and loot them and see if you guys can get any collectibles, as I was mentioning before, if you have the collector role as well. Now, as the time does kind of dwindle down a little bit, if you are just kind of sitting outside of the prison wagon area or a sheriff's office, no other NPCs should come and attack you. Now, I am guessing that from this bounty, we're going to get probably either 0.16 gold or potentially 0.24, but more than likely it's going to be 0.16, and probably between that $15 and $20 range. Now, I'm not going to know how much experience points I'm going to get, just because I am already a maxed out bounty hunter.
I'm glad you brought them in alive. They're going to stand trial. Here's what you do.
So 0.16. And not quite $15 like I thought I was going to potentially make. So, but it is the only role that you can actually generate gold from, as I was mentioning at the very beginning of this video. Now, as the time kind of dwindles down on this one, there's a couple things I actually want to go over. Number one, I experienced the black screen of death, and you guys, for anybody that's a bounty hunter or currently kind of knows what I'm talking about, at the beginning of a bounty hunter mission, if you experience a black screen, which they were supposed to get fixed in the update, the random update that actually happened, and it still keeps happening to me. So more than likely, I'm actually not going to get any money or XP from doing this, or neither will you. However, if you guys are in a posse and some of your posse members hadn't experienced the black screen, then they will get the money and XP, but you still will all get the gold. Now, this was a level 1 bounty, and I should get 0.16 gold for it, but I doubt I'm going to get anything for money. So let's just bring it in here. But it was a level 1, so I just wanted to see what we're going to get for the gold, so I can show you guys on the screen that sometimes it's really not. It really doesn't see it's still 0.16. I'm not going to get any money because of the fact that I did get a black screen. Kind of see from the amount of gold that we received that we would roughly get the same amount of money and XP from doing the exact same one. And one was a level 1 and one was a level 2 bounty. So it's all based on time frame, and it's really weird, but as long as you bring it in under 50%, so both of the ones that I did were actually at 10 minutes and 30 seconds, so as long as I brought it in under 5 minutes, it was perfectly fine. Hopefully that makes sense. So if you're doing a 15-minute bounty, bring them in under 7 minutes and 30 seconds. If you're only doing a 6-minute bounty, then bring them in at 3 minutes. So, and if you really, really want to wait for the maximum payout, then wait until that last 30 seconds. But in my honest opinion, you're going to be wasting a lot more time and energy by waiting to bring him in at that 30-second mark, because the payout is not that much more. And I do apologize if you guys get that black screen of death. As soon as you see it, you guys will know exactly what I mean. And as soon as you see it, you will know instantly that you're not going to get any XP and not get any money, but you will get your gold from it. Now, I do want to say that doing the bounty hunter missions is way more fun and much more enjoyable than doing it with a posse than solo. Now, the other thing that I did say that I wanted to go over before the end of this video was actually the rest of the roles and the things that I think are very important within it. Obviously, we already went over one of them, and that is to get the reinforced lasso as soon as possible. So that's $350 investment for getting that one as well. At rank 4, you're going to get the invitation event. And the bounty hunter is the only one that you actually get 2 letters for events that can happen. It's going to be Day of Reckoning and also Manhunt. The next thing that really unlocks that's very well worth it is going to be this Eagle Eye, and that's going to be at level basically up to basically rank 7. So completing rank 6. You're going to be able to track enemies while sprinting and galloping, and this actually applies with the collector as well, which means that you can actually use it to sprint and gallop on your horse and find herbs and treasure while still in Deadeye, because you can also track down your target as well. So it's, again, it goes very hand in hand with the collector role. The next thing that's important is when you hit, level 10, you're going to have access to the Bolas, which are $30 a piece, and you can get 3 of them or store 3 of them. I've only lost one is because a bounty actually ran into the water and then escaped while they're underwater, and I couldn't actually hogtie them. So I did lose $30, but you can only keep 3 of these, so it is a $90 investment if you want all 3. And then the bounty wagon can be a good investment if you're going to be doing like the big bounties once you hit that tier like 3. So anytime between after 10, you're going to be getting that option of getting like 6 bounties at a time. Now, pretty much after completing rank 11 so that you can get access to the player bounties, the really only thing that you get after that is cosmetic related if you guys so inclined to do so. I've never used a tracking arrow on a target except for because it was a daily challenge objective. So I'm just kind of letting you guys know. If you guys want to use it completely for a different purpose, then by all means do that. I think everything else is mostly just cosmetic based, and you don't need to really purchase it for the bounty hunter role. But that is kind of all the tips and tricks that I have for it. If you guys have any tips, other tips and tricks for anybody else that might be watching this video, then go ahead and leave a comment down below. But for the most part, that does cover it. If you guys are looking for somebody on Xbox to do some bounty hunter missions, then definitely join my live stream because we do them a lot, because that's what a lot of people seem to definitely enjoy right now. And I do have the option of having a full posse. We can get 6 other people into my posse and have a lot of fun doing so. But that is all the time that I have for today's video. If you guys did enjoy the video in any way, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. And you guys stay gaming.
Yeah.